also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. After this one game on the road, the Jazz will head back home to Utah. A dismal season right now. Only 2 teams below them in the Western Conference.
This is the last matchup between these 2 teams in the regular season. They already hold that 2-1 advantage in the season series, and they'd like to make it 3-1 tonight.
And Greg, you know, these individual series between teams are sort of a season within a season. I mean, you always want to come out on top, so I think they're looking to take care of it.
So it's the Lakers now. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Perovich in at point guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Hood. Then there's Favors, and it's Burks in at the shooting guard. Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old-school guard, Kevin. He can play.
All right, that was your Laker girls. Make some noise, fans.
Utah's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Freak kicks to Favors. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5 now.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already, knows how to attack with contact, great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Freak kicks to Favors.
Sticking too much.
The 10-footer. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
And you can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
Got a piece of it. And the rejection by Favors. And they'll keep possession. They grab their own miss. Randall, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg, 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Williams with a clean look, and the Lakers with another miss.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Bass dishes to Brown. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Burke kicks to Booker. Now, here's Burks. Defense right on him. And Utah again with the bucket.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Lakers trail by 5. Clarkson passes to Bass. Kicks to Williams. And here's Brown outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Booker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shots good by Lyles.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Poked loose. Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Burks dishes to Freak. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. Freak kicks to Burke. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Burks. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Clarkson. The shot is off. And Utah the other way now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against, so we can't forget about that part of it either.
Pass to Bass. 1:37 left here in the first quarter. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Berg the pass to Booker. And a wide open look for Freak. That 3 off the mark. Lakers trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Pulls up for 3. The rebound by Sacre. And Los Angeles guys shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Brown, good.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Freak. Pass to Lyles. Here's Booker. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Brown kicks to Clarkson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now just a 3-point Utah lead. Utah has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. They set the pick. Here's Burke. Another miss by Utah.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. Here's Sacre. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. he talks about.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You try to figure out.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of, Greg, adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Lakers trail by 6. To the inside. Shots good by Williams.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Booker kicks to Burke. To the middle. Here's Lyles. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randall.
Brandon Bass.
Six to shoot. Here's Perovich. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
On the wing, Williams. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And that one's good. Burks has got his third bucket of the night.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Clarkson with the ball. He has 5. To the paint, here's Williams. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The dish to Burks. And here is Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Now Clarkson with the teardrop, rebounded by the Jazz. Burks has got his third rebound tonight. He kicks it to Burke. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish. Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Burke, the pass to Lyles. Booker in the post. He's guarded by Bass. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Bass. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Bass with the screen. Here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Williams. Utah with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Bass with the screen. Brown outside. Here's the three. Bass can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. They set the pick. Another miss by Williams.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
That's good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. He dishes it to Sacre, and he gets it to go. Sacre's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Burke can't get it to go.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Clarkson. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Burke. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. And the Jazz lead by 7. Clarkson up top. And he makes good on the layup. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Burke. And we're through the first half of the bet.
Gentlemen,
45. The Jazz. 50.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Williams, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Kobe. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Rudy Gobert. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood. And Freak subbed in for Dante Exum. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Black in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Williams against Hayward. Down low, Favors, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
And he gets the bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Freak dishes to Favors. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you forget. Sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
And the Lakers making a change here. Sacre's checked in. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
A lot of times when they needed some easy points in this game, they've been able to get to the foul line and get them.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs. This is a positive trend for them, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting. That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentage. But really impressive, his shooting percentages were way, way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
Here's Clarkson, 10 points for him. High arcing shot, and Russell puts it in. Russell's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half. You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Russell passes to Bass. Down low, here's Sacre. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Perovich. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Screened by Russell. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Sacre. 4 on the clock. Here's Russell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Perovich. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bass, a screen on Hayward. Bass with the screen. Great open look there. And that's 10 points for Williams.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Let's take a minute to look at the NBA's three-point shooters in the point guard position here in the second half of the season. Freak number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Trevor Booker, and it's Burke in for Gordon Hayward.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it. 2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
Burke gets the screen from Perovich. Burke kicks the Freak. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And stolen by Russell. To the middle, here's Clarkson. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch. Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He's got 13 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Burks. The rebound by Sacre. Zachary's got his 5th rebound in this one. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. Burke's got 8 points.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Jazz lead. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Taking a look at the Jazz. Perovich, he's in at shooting guard. Favors is out there with Lyons. Then there's Burke, and it's Hood in at the small forward position. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Hey. All right now. What's up, girl?
Derek, your defensive pressure took...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game.
In my opinion, his passing is what really drove them to this win. He did a fantastic job of spreading the ball around and keeping everyone involved in the offense. And he wound up with a nice...
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille...